Oh, shoot. June 16th, 2:23 p.m. Right, anything agency. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I almost forgot when I loaded up the game it was going to kick right into where we left off, because I forgot where we left off. We just finished up trial day 1 for this case here, and we still aren't any closer to who actually did the murder. But we did solve who stole all the panties, which was a good old grand old time. But now we got to investigate a little bit more and try to figure out exactly who done did it. Now, my first and only suspect that I have at the moment is Noodle Man. Why he did it? Maybe because the dude stole his cart. I don't know if there's some reason why he killed the oh, you know what? There's no some reason why. There's a motive behind it too, because his noodle place is right next to the gaudy clinic. He kept calling it a clinic. That he kept calling the clinic next door to his noodle house place, that he hated that place. So maybe, just maybe, it was Noodle Bullhead. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just put it that way. Oodles and noodles over there. All right. Anyway, welcome in everybody, by the way. DJ, Omega, anybody else who might be lurking already. Clearly Emma Sky did it. Actually, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, anyway. On to the show. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive, for now. Really? I had fun. And Walkie made it through the day too. Walkie's our guy that we're supposed to be defending. Let's not forget about our prime suspect, which is the guy that we're defending. But because we're defending him, you know he ain't guilty, even though he's trying to be guilty. Okay, anyway. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. Exactly. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come too, Polly. Yeah. This guy saved our ass too. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Mr. Hat! Alright, Mrs. Garrison. Yeah, his name's Walkie Kataki. Oh my god, don't even remind me right now. Anyway. Hi, folks. We'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Oh, God. Alita. Hi. This girl, too. Also, technically a suspect, but I don't know. Could she have done this? I have a feeling it's not her, but I guess it could be her. She's the one that asked us to defend Walkie. I don't know. Anyway. Hello? Miss Talia. Or Tiala. Tiala. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Walkie will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, way to put pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I could do to help. I mean, you could. Do you know anything else about anything? I guess we'll ask her about her marriage first, though. Are you sure about marrying into the Kataki family? I'm fine with it. I love Walkie with all my heart. Aw, that's so sweet. So does it bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Walkie first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance! She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? It's because she's questionable, that's why. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kataki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He's only announced it recently out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if this explains that apron. Probably. Trying to get into that restaurant business, know what I mean? I can't imagine Walkie going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles.
He's really focused on profits. The Kataki family's been making a killing recently.
Again, not the way I would have put it.
But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold.
Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Usually. But apparently the son is like, what the fuck, Dad? What the fuck? Alright, let's learn about Waki's operation. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Mr. Doctor, Dr. Maractus.
Apparently, yes.
I was in his clinic about half a year ago and he messed up my op something bad, man. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I gotta go in, get another doctor, patch me up again, damn it.
Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki's always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid.
Sorry, I had to yawn. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved.
Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us.
It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus clinic a visit.
I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice.
Right. Leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? God.
Tee, it's alright. I believe in you.
Okay, bye. Is there anything in here we should examine? Should we re-examine anything we've already examined before? I guess if there's no check mark, we should do it, right? A dish of plastic spaghetti like some restaurants put on display. Where'd you get this anyway?
It was a birthday present from Daddy. I was so happy. You don't know how long I wanted one of these. I fell asleep with it, cradled in my arms, and the spaghetti bent.
Mental note. What she really wants for her next birthday, a bowl of plastic food. Are you thinking about buying her birthday gifts now, Apollo? Are you already that far in the relationship? A giant hoop used to levitate people. So tell me, how does it work?
Apollo, don't you know you should never ask a magician to explain a trick? I mean, you're hardly better than Mr. Stickler.
Hey, I object to being placed in the same category as that panty snatcher.
Enjoy the mystery. That's the way to appreciate magic.
I mean, that is kind of true. If you want to appreciate it anyways. There are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano. It seems a shame to have all these props and not do a trick or two.
You asked for it.
Kia! Hey, Mr. Righteous, was it? Waka waka!
Justice, Mr. Hat. Apollo Justice.
Just is? Apollo just is what? That's what I want to know. Waka waka waka!
Oh, you're hopeless.
Please make it stop.
Just let me know if you ever want to visit for Mr. Hat.
Any other trick but that one, please. We already had Mr. Hat threaten you, and we don't, that turned out okay, luckily. Wait, we can look at this picture now? An old sepia tone photograph of a man in a silk hat. Wait, did we look at this before? Yeah, she said it was her inspiration, right? His outfit looks like a lot like Trucy's, come to think of it.
Aren't those clothes the best? I had mine made to match. If you're gonna be a magician, you gotta look the part.
Trucy is big on appearances, I've found. Indeed. Those boxes frighten me.
I bet I'm the first magician to figure out these make great shelves.
These make great shelves. I gotcha. She does seem to be putting them good use. But if you ever want to put it back together, you have to take everything off.
Don't worry, I'll clean it up soon, and then we'll try cutting you up.
Thanks, but I'll pass. Alright, I guess we'll look at the plant again. What's up, Charlie? It's Charlie, the houseplant. They've had it for years, apparently.
That's Mr. Charlie. That's Mr. Charlie to you. He's been here longer, after all.
Right, sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. He was raised by a tribe of heathens.
She's saying something to the plant as she waters it.
Mr. Charlie forgives you. This time.
Is there anything else I might do to please his high leafiness? Hilarious. A hot water pot sits on a magic table. Why is the stand for this table so flimsy looking?
Maybe it looks better that way.
Maybe it looks better that way? That's a question. Okay. I was hoping for a more professional explanation.
Well, maybe to show that there's no tricks involved.
Not bad.
I still think it's just that it looks better that way.
Okay. Well, whatever. Maybe to show that there's no tricks involved. I like that. That's a good explanation, actually. Alright. So magic books are mixed in with the law books here. The magic books all look well used, but the law books are just gathering dust. I feel kind of sorry for them. Maybe I'll read some next time I'm around. Alright. So, looks like oh, wait, no. Her hat. Blue silk top hat, just like the one Trucy's wearing.
It's my trademark color, Trucy Blue.
I don't think you can trademark the color blue.
Standing out is everything when you're up on stage. Bet you didn't know you got your own color too, Paulo. Crimson Justice.
You make me sound like some second-rate superhero.
At least it's better than being a first-rate super zero.
Damn, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. This girl be sassy, though. Alright. I think that's about as much as we're going to get out of this room. I figured, what the hell, let's examine the rooms again. Because you never know what kind of new dialogue you're going to get. Well, I say we'll just start with where it wants us to go. I'm sure we'll have to go everywhere and talk to people all over again. So let's just go in the order it wants me to. And we'll start by going to Eldoon's house, which is right next to the clinic we need to visit. Noodle Boy's house. Should we examine here first? I mean, do we really got to examine all the stuff here again? There's a handwritten sign here. Save the light. It's hard to make out the sign in the shade from the clinic next door. Oil drum for catching rainwater. Ah! A flock of crows just flew over and... That's gross. Their aim was uncanny, almost as if they'd been practicing here a long time. That was new. It's not new that somebody shit in there, but it's new that they had a flock of crows do it on purpose. This must be his business sign. It reads, "No!" Maybe that's how the kids are spelling "new" these days. Another failed attempt at hipster marketing. Mr. Eldoon's house has seen better days, and I'm betting I've eaten better noodles. There's the tarp. Blue tarp Mr. Eldoon used to cover his noodle stand, robbed of its purpose. It blows in the wind, alone. Do you ever feel like a big blue tarp floating in the wind, trying to start again? Sorry. I don't know why that came to me. A lone Eldoon's noodles bowl lies on the ground. The lone bowl tipped on its side. It's kind of surreal. You'd think he would have picked it up by now. Doggo? Guy Eldoon's dog doesn't look too lively. They say dogs and their owners resemble each other. I guess there are exceptions, because that dude is lively AF. Alright, I think that was everything we can examine around here. And nothing else we can do here for the moment, so let's move on to... Oh, we can't actually go to the clinic? We have to go through the garage? I guess we'll go through the garage and see. Should we re-examine everything here? I guess.
Eek! Someone's there!
Oh.
It's just a gold-painted human skeleton.
Just a human skeleton and painted gold?
There's a mannequin hand waving to us in the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think?
Screams something, that's for sure. So this is the... why do they have the dialogue be able to be clicked again?
Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Meow.
It's not coming down.
We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit.
It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you.
It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. That's the same dialogue we had before. Do I want to keep looking at everything again? This car belongs to someone at the Maractus Clinic, and it hit Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright sprained his ankle, and the car lost a side view mirror. This car versus Mr. Wright. Not quite the match of the century. Not quite. This is where we found your panties, isn't it, Trucy?
And I can't thank you enough, Apollo.
Well, thank you for saying thank you.
Oh, I'm always polite. It's part of being a performer. You know what Daddy says. It doesn't cost anything to be polite, and it can bring you more business.
Typical.
Just kidding. I really am grateful.
It can bring you more business. Money, 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 money. Didn't know Mr. Wright was all about that money, 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 money. Look, it's a folding ladder.
Polly, that's called a stepladder. Come on. A stepladder? How's it any different from regular? Yeah, this is. We've already read all this. More complex piece of machinery. It's like so you admit that it basically is it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? But riveting ladder conversations. Okay, so I guess I can't go to the clinic yet? I guess it's not going to let me. So I guess we'll go to the mansion for now. Oh, wait. I forgot I could do that. I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Uh-oh. 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 I think the game froze. No! Why did the game freeze? What? Why did the game freeze? What the heck? For real? Oh my god. Nah, or maybe my controller stopped working? Wait, you might be right. Maybe my controller stopped working. That is weird. Yeah, it did react to my mouse input. Why did my controller stop working? It was working fine! The fuck? What the fuck? Cool. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Wait. None of the buttons are actually working either. What the hell? It like half froze, yeah. It's definitely stuck. Okay, we're just gonna close it. That's annoying. Sorry, people. Love it when the game takes you out of it by freezing. It's the best. Gotta love it. I'm gonna have to go through that dialogue again. I can skip through all of it, though. I'll just cut back in where I get back to where... You're not familiar with this new port, only the original DS version? So you've never seen that happen before? Well, it happened to me just now. Controller's working now. Anyway. We'll get back to where we were real quick. I'll just click through everything real fast. But yeah. What's up, Jalexter? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, man? Skip all this. I have to click through all the dialogue again that we already saw. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Gotta skip through all the dialogue. La 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 la. Good to hear that you're doing all good, man. I was doing just fine until that happened. Skip a dip a dip a dip, skip a dip a dip, skip a dip a dip dip. I wouldn't have thought any like this game of all games would freeze on me, but sure. I forgot about moving left around on the screen, though. Thank you for the reminder. Alright, I want all the stuff examined. Like, I know it's just flavor dialogue, but I want it all examined, so just in case it pops up with something new later, I don't miss it. I want all the dialogue, man. Skip through this. Ba 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 ba. The hula hoop had one. Any game has a possibility to freeze on you, no matter how old or new the game is. I agree, and it usually just has to do with the system you're playing it on, and that's not necessarily the game itself. Like I'm playing this on PC. PCs are notorious for having shit like that happen just randomly. You never know. Probably just a stray 0 or 1 and just running away from me, you know? Alright, I think I examined everything again. I think I got everything. Alright. Gonna move back to Eldune's house one more time.
I don't know if I care about reading all these again. These were all short, though. I might make a save. Oh, see, this was new dialogue, so it won't let me skip it. Anything that's actually new dialogue, it won't let you skip. Or, I don't know. That's so weird. Why is this considered new dialogue when talking to the girl I was able to skip? Never mind. I don't know why it won't let me skip this then. Weird. Like, won't let me skip through this dialogue the quick way. I was just gonna say, this is not new dialogue. What am I talking about? Alright, let me make a save real quick. Alright, let's hope it doesn't freeze again. Okay, we're good now. Hey, Berserker! Welcome back, sir. We are in day 2. We're in day 2 of case 2, and we're going to try and visit the Maractus Clinic. And we're going to hope that the game doesn't freeze on me this time, because holy shit, I'm back. Sorry about that abrupt cut there, but the game really did freeze on me. So let's examine the stuff in this area, and maybe they'll let me actually go in this place if I examine the doors and stuff. But first, police car. A police car is parked in front of the Maractus Clinic. It's empty. The police must be inside investigating. Maybe we should take a visit too. Looks like this is a banner for some campaign. 3 shots for the price of 1. Somehow I don't see that lining up. People lining up for that. Yeah, this is stuff. He's just saying the same shit we said before. The front entrance to the Maractus Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait, my hairdo's a little flat. There, perfect. Gotta fix that hair, homie. Alright, I guess that was all I could do to examine. Will they let me actually go in here now, maybe? Let's see. No? Still can't go in here, huh? Maybe I just have to go talk to somebody else first so they tell me to come here. It's pretty likely that that's the case. You're guessing day 3 will be back on trial again? Oh yeah, the formula for an Ace Attorney game is usually first scene, some shit happens, somebody gets killed, or you have to go investigate who got killed, whatever. It's the investigation phase initial. Second day is trial, investigation phase part 2. Third day, trial again, and if it's the end, that's the end. If there's not, then you gotta do another investigation phase, which I think there's only been like a few, like maybe 2 or 3 cases in the whole series up to this point where you had to investigate more than twice. Because that just takes forever. 2 times is enough, man. Anyway, your favorite improvement from the later games is that area navigation isn't limited to 4 options per screen. It's just a single big list, so you don't need to move through areas to get to your destination. That's not true, Gillexter. I had to go to the noodle place to go to the garage, so that's not true. Oh, later than this. After this game, you mean. Okay. Sorry. I'll take back what I said because I haven't played anything past this. But in this game in particular, it's not the case. So never mind. Take back what I said. Yeah, anyway, let's go to the Kataki Mansion because that's the place we haven't checked out yet. Let's see. I guess we can examine the stuff here again. Several colors of paint have been splashed across the gate. Most of it's pretty much dry, too. This is going to be one heck of a cleanup job. Indeed. Good luck. Colorful dragon turns out... a colorful... I can say the word colorful, I swear. Dragon turns its baleful gaze in my direction as if to say, abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Don't worry, Mr. Dragon. Me and Hope haven't been on speaking terms for a while. Wow. What a sad-faced proposition, Apollo. Damn, that was such a sad boy answer. Me and Hope, we don't know her. This is still more or less running on the same engine as from Rise of the Ashes, like the extra case from the first Ace Attorney game that they added, right? Yeah, okay, I got you. An impressive gate befitting the Kataki Mansion. Look at the nameplate, Kataki. That's so cool, short and blunt, like any good gangster. Ooh, let's change our name. How about WAA? Wah? Maybe that's too short and blunt. What do you think? No comment. Like, right? Right anything agency or whatever. Yeah, you pronounce that. Whoa! All right, anyway. Okay. So, oh, wait. We gotta go over here. Sorry. I was like, we're done here. We're not. Let's examine this old lady still trying to climb the fence even after yesterday. Looks like that old lady's at it again. Look, I just told you yesterday the park's off limits. And I told you yesterday this is how I go home. Okay, you want me to go around? How about giving me $5 like yesterday? The con artist strikes again. The park crime scene is off limits to the public. The police officer on guard by the gate is yawning. Ah, he noticed me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw you, bored mother effer. This trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom. Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up. Oh, sweet. We get to pick those up now? So, I'm assuming that didn't get rid of... Yeah. Now we can have both? That's so... Ooh. That kind of annoys me, actually. Not that we needed the slippers for anything. But kind of annoying that it wouldn't let me just take the slippers last time. Also, what's up, Grandmaster Player? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Large trash can sits by the entrance to the park. What? You aren't going to dig through it? No. What? I'm serious. I have no intention of looking through this trash can. Oh, please. Don't hold back on my account. I think that whatever you think about me and trash cans, you're wrong. Wow. She's like, you're trash, right? You want to look in the trash like a trash panda that you are, Apollo? Like, no. Oh, I'm sure they did it for plot purposes, for sure. But in all seriousness, it's just silly that they only let you pick up one or the other at the beginning, and now they let you pick up the other later. It's like, I knew I was going to need the slippers eventually. It's like, now I can carry both. It's more annoying that I can carry both now, and I don't have to put the other one back. That's what made it annoying. But anyway, apparently this park was the gift of the Kataki family. The friendly people park brought to you by organized crime. A very naughty part of me is tempted to write, "We kill" on the left side of the sign. We kill people park? Damn. I'd go there. No, I wouldn't. Alright. Can we go to the crime scene? Yes, we can. You want Trucy? You want Trucy to date you, Grandmaster? Oh, no. Are you 15 years old? Because that's what she is. It does feel a little arbitrary. Yeah, exactly. Like, why not just let me carry both? It seems silly. I think it's because Tracy didn't have her panties with her. Oh, my God. Her magic panties that could hold all objects. Could be. Could be. Yes, Trucy's 15, so you might want to dial that one back a little bit there, Grandmaster. I'm going to go to People Park and examine the crime scene again. She looks 20. Well, that's the scary part. People look older than they are sometimes. Benches line the river running through the park. Ah, a little urban oasis. I bet children come here to splash around in the water. That river's a little deep for splashing, and a little dirty. Well, they could listen to the water and pretend they were playing. That's even more sad than what Apollo said earlier. A trash can sits next to the path here. And I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who hid Little Plum's bloomers here, huh? That's right, Trucy. And what a web of lies grew from that one little act. I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted, "Objection!" Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory gently, lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. She does act like a kid because she is a kid. She's very young. A knife is sticking straight into the ground. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in the trial today? Oh, sorry, this is Apollo. Remember what Wesley Stickler said in the trial today? Walkie was very likely pointing this at the victim. Like he wanted to kill him. Yeah, that's the problem. Or yeah, that's the problem. Okay. A mannequin put in place of the body. I think I've seen him by the police station. The way he's forced to look at the ground now, day in and day out, it's kind of sad. Sad indeed. Poor Mr. Eldoon. His stand's been standing here since this whole thing started. It almost looks at home here, home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree. Yeah, he wants his goddamn thing back. I think it's the earring and hairstyle that gives the impression that she's older. Also the fact that she's dressed up. I guess so. She doesn't seem like she's 15. I will agree on that. That's why I was like, how old is this girl running an agency and shit and being Phoenix's daughter? Like, what the heck? But I still have questions about why that's Phoenix's daughter. But we'll see, I guess. Anyway, blue plastic tarps cover the ground around the stand. They were apparently put here to preserve the crime scene. Okay. Anything else? Anything else at all? Alright, so I'm thinking we gotta go talk to Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright will put us on the right track. That's what he do. He's Mr. Wright. Am I right? That's what he do. I should have just started with that in the first place. We also have the detention center. Wait, Mr. Wright's not here either? The fuck? Maybe we gotta go to the detention center then. Bottle of Mr. Wright's favorite brand of grape juice. Me? I haven't been able to touch the stuff since that first case. Not a problem for Mr. Wright, apparently. It's his favorite. What can you say? Toy piano. One that might be played by a child. Correction. A pink toy piano. I guess the man likes pink. Nothing wrong with that. One in the pink. Two in the pink, one in the stink. You know what I'm saying? What age you thought Trucy was in this game? I thought she was older. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't like go, oh, she cute. Like I just thought she reminded me of Maya immediately. That's all. A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. Better stay away, or it'll become a crashing, cascading cavalcade of DVD cases. All right, all right. The TV's been left on. Looks like the Steel Samurai's in a spot of trouble. I'm sure he'll come back to the win in the end. Mr. Wright likes those kinds of stories. Or at least he has to write reports on them, at least. Mr. Wright's bed. My, it's messy. Trucy must clean up after him at home. You probably. Messy boy. Alright, so not Mr. Wright. Well, then I guess we have to go to the detention center. It's really the only other option we have at this point. Here we go. June 16th, the detention center. Visitor's room. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yeah? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. Wait, the other suspect? Is it it's the dude, right? The other, you mean the panty snatcher! Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too, huh? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. Hope I don't regret this. He's a valuable witness. He is a bit precious, I'll give him that. Okay. I didn't know we were going to have to talk with this guy anymore, but here we go. Please keep this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. Ugh! It's you. Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. I don't know what I did with his voice last time, but works for me. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Alright. Well, I guess we're chatting with this douche nozzle again. Guess we can talk to him about panty snatching, shall we? Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel like that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too! Oh, great Trucy, teach me! I must know the secret of your panties! My very existence hangs in the balance! Please make me your apprentice. Apollo, help! I don't know. I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. So ridiculous. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all... Oh, and this is all true. Really. My panties are gone. My innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything you'd want to hide more than panty snatching. That's true. Sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything to examine here? We haven't examined this place. What's up, guard? Security guard. He stands here watching this room. I have no idea if he's listening to us talk. I'm not even sure he's breathing. He's just there. That security camera's looking at me. I wonder if they tape all this. Yeah. Duh. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna have to present this guy some stuff, because what else? What else are we supposed to do in a situation like this? So, let's just start presenting things and see what he says. How about this badge? What do you think about this? Fine, ignore my evidence. See if I care. I wonder what he's thinking. On second thought, let's not go there. Lame. Okay, what about this? Okay, that one's a no. What about this? No. Plot twist. The guard is just another mannequin. Scary. Noodles. No, nothing. Panties. You got something to say about these. That's it! The mystery! The unanswerable riddle! Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties. What? How is that possible? It just takes practice, that's all. Then you must teach me! You must! To think, if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, and a lunch. All from a pair of panties! My life would be complete. He's serious, isn't he? That's the sad part, man. Oh, his phone! Right. What? He has nothing to say about his phone? I doubt. That's surprising, actually. Or this white powder? That's lies. Autopsy report, nothing. Maybe he'll know about the slippers. So he wants Trucy's underwear? Well, okay, so here's the point here, Grandmaster. Her underwear, she uses the panties to do a magic trick where she's like, "This is my magic underwear," and then she pulls a bunch of random shit out of it, like her magic bag that can hold lots of stuff. It's a trick that she does in her magic show. And yes, she's a magician based on how she's dressed, if you didn't get that already. So yeah, that's the idea. And then this creepy-ass dude apparently went to her show, saw her do the trick, and was like, "How does she do that? I need to know!" And then he wanted her panties. And yes, she doesn't actually wear those panties. Let's make that clear. At least we don't think she does. Alright, anyway. Noodle stand? Anything? Nope. He does need help. I agree on that. What about these panties that you also stole? You bitch. Is he going to react to anything but the panties? The gun? Okay, the shoes. What about the shoes? Nope. Alright, so it must be more dialogue then, now that I brought up the panties. No? Huh. I guess I'll have to come back to this guy. I literally presented everything that I could. So, yeah. I guess I'll be back, sir. See. Let's go back to... Well, let's talk to Trucy real quick. Let's see if she says anything useful. Everything that Panty Snatcher said was true. It doesn't put Walkie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. Okay. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Whoa, evidence keeps flying out of nowhere. Ta-da! That's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat. So wait, fingerprints on the phone? Should I be doing that myself? I didn't think to try that. Can I do that? How do I use it? You want to see a magic trick? No, no, no. Also, I should maybe save every now and again unless I have another crash. That's the first time I had a crash with this game. But you're right. Because I had it happen once today, I should be safe. Play it safe. Play it cool, Hotshot. Make some saves along the way. Yeah, this game just crashed for me a little bit ago. I shouldn't say it crashed. It froze. There's a difference. Now, it might just be the PC. My PC. Not necessarily the game itself, but it definitely froze on me. I'm just going to go to all the places and see if it does the thing where the time pops up. Because when the time pops up, something new happens. Here we go. Froze is not crashing because the game did not close. And it only half froze. It didn't really freeze. We'll just see if it happens again. Okay? June 16th, Kentucky Mansion. There she is. Hello. Yipes. She's back. Hey, you two. Over here. Us? Yo, Little Plum. What's up? I think all this gangsterese has a negative influence on Trucy. Oh, my God. I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... A man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. Okay, I'm sorry. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yeah, sorry. I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie, well, clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. Okay. Well, we have somebody else to chat. Gangsterese, who says that? Apparently Apollo. The game does autosave. That's true. I actually didn't check the autosave. There might have been an autosave where it froze, but I didn't use it. I just loaded my save because I'd only been like a couple minutes in. I didn't think about the autosave. Next time I will if it freezes, though. Okay. Anyway. Hello. Let's talk to her about Walkie. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm gonna be a gangster dude. The life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about a half year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Walkie. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. Damn it! Stop yawning in mid-sentence. Jesus. Anyway. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? No, they did not. It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion? We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue trumping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Well, now I'm starting to think that prime suspect might be this BZ, but let's see. Maybe she has reason to be mad at the clinic, too. Yes, Walkie's fiancé. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, Little Plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. She says she wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but, you know. Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people. A nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like if the gun came from here and the only people who had access to the family, it would make sense that she might have been the one that grabbed the gun. But I guess we'll just keep going and see. Father and son.
The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him.
But Waki seems, well... seems like he's against his father's position.
It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Waki isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true.
But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills?
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
I see. Something must be up.
He'll see things the way the boss sees them, someday.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll start presenting her some stuff and see what she thinks about any of it.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
Alright. Just go through the items. Oh, this is the mirror we found.
From the hit and run, huh? It's funny how it all ties together like this. You chase after a hit and run and end up Walkie's attorney. Of course, you'll find the real killer soon, won't you?
I hope so. Alright, nothing about the noodle bowl. Nothing about the magic panties. Nothing about the phone. Nothing about the powder. Nothing about the autopsy. Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Waki?
Oh, that's his knife, all right. Bought it for him for his birthday.
Wow, that's a pretty hardcore present.
I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms.
Oh, I know the feeling. I'll bet he was just as happy as I was with my plastic spaghetti. Probably. Alright, she doesn't know anything about the noodle place. About these.
Hey, my bloomers, thanks for that. I owe you one.
I thought you might like them back, so...
No. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir?
No, I couldn't really. Thanks for the... I could use those as my magic panties act. I'll pull shivs and pieces and godfathers out of them. Great. Now all your props are going from bland to dangerous. That's hilarious. I want to see that show, Trucy. Nothing about that. Pistol? So this pistol belongs to the Kataki family, is that correct?
It's one of the pieces we keep around. That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now.
Oh?
Police came yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom.
Don't you think you should have given him that too?
You kidding? You can't clean up very well without a broom.
You're not wrong. Alright, she doesn't know anything about these slippers. Alright. Well, anything new came up from that? No? Alright, well, I guess we'll come back to you later. See ya. Let's go back to the park first. Nothing here. Okay. I guess we'll go back to Eldune's Noodles next then. Eldune's house. Here we go. June 16th, Eldune's house. Hey, it's Mr. Eldune! Oh, Mr. Eldune! Ha! What's wrong?
So you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go.
I see.
How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get. Truce it all. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Rah! Can't even cook an honest noodle.
Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus?
I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soups even saltier.
Remind me never to eat this noodles when he's had a bad mood. When he's in a bad mood. Alright, so, again, this guy certainly seems like he has motive, because he definitely does not like the dude. Dr. Maractus, meaning that dude.
That stand for generation had served up the very best noodles as Eldunes can make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand. It's history, I tell you.
Watch what you say, or it might come true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldune. A single stand passed down from generation to generation.
Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it.
That's right. You said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it?
Good memory, Trucy doll. Aye, I was a go-getter back in my day. Till my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stad to earn my fortune.
Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef?
Let old noodles lie, that's what I say.
I'm starting to get an idea of what he did. Anyway.
He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that.
Questionable. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic?
Eh?
I couldn't help but sense enmity there.
Enmity? I hate him. Hate it. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling around in the mud.
Excuse me?
He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob!
You mean the Kataki family?
They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kataki family a good deal.
A deal?
Every 5th operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say.
Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies?
No doubt it's illegal, but it got him in good with the family. Pretty sure he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark, up to my neck in soupy noodles.
I think I figured out Mr. Eldoon's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. All right, tell me what you used to do, sir. Mr. Eldoon, or should I say, Dr. Eldoon. That's exactly where we were getting at.
Figured it out, did ya? That's right, I was a doctor, a surgeon, until the year before last.
So, Dr. Maractus was your rival?
You like those onions they put in the soup broth?
Yeah, kinda.
You take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. Hate them! Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was, an onion. Onion boy, that's what I called him.
So, you weren't exactly friends.
Ha! Me and Pal Maractus? Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy.
I see.
That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Then that no-good onion boy comes along.
Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect.
Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings.
Nah, it's fine.
By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by.
Huh?
You're investigating Maractus, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, you want to know about a doctor? You ask a doctor, that's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll.
Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. We definitely learned some stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be operated on by Dr. Noodle either. That'd be a little, questionable. Here. Down with onions. Are you saying that you don't like onions, DJ? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't like raw onion. If the onions are cooked up, and they're mixed with something, I probably just won't eat an onion straight up. But if they're cooked up and in something, I'll probably eat them. I just don't like raw onions, man. Raw onions really fuck with me, especially the acidity and the crunch. Just not my favorite thing. Crunching into a raw onion is one of the worst things, but eating a cooked onion is not. So that may sound weird, but it's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. All right. Should we present this guy a bunch of stuff? I guess so. What do you think of this?
Sorry, Sonny boy. My interest is for my stand and precious little house. Get cracking on that case. Give me back my stand. I'm begging you.
All right. So maybe it's too obvious that he's
a possible candidate to have been the killer. What's the word I'm looking for? He just said it. I was going to call him a witness, but not witness. Suspect. Thank you. Jesus Christ. The word just... My brain is suspect, that's for sure. Very sus indeed. My brain could not even remember the word suspect.
That's one of my bowls. See the Mr. Salty mark?
The mascot of Mr. Eldoon's Noodles.
They come to the stand and they sit, they drink deep from the bowl, and when they see the bottom, their face looks just like Mr. Salty's. Genius, no?
Very high concept.
You can't ply a trade if you don't love the tools. Remember that.
Yes, sir. Trucy has a thing for professionals, clearly. Yeah, I've already had that conversation. What if I talk to him about panties? Nothing about panties? Alright. What about the phone? Nothing about the phone. Not going to talk about that, I pretty much figured. That either. Among Us. Very sus. He did vent, but not like that. He did vent. Indeed he did.
That's right, sonny. When are you bringing my stand back home? I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready?
I guess.
Until that stand is back home, the case is not closed. You hear me?
I think I'll avoid talking about his stand in the future. Okay. Old lady panties, you like those? What about the gun? Nothing? What about these slippers? No? Okay. Alright, well, I guess nothing else to talk to him about. Can we go in the clinic yet? Oh. Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But... What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. What do you mean? I have proof? I have proof. Wait. Heard he's a little flat, but okay. But I have proof. Do I really got to go back to the park first? I guess I do. But I do have proof. I know what guard. He's not even standing there. I do have proof, though. I have the slippers. I mean, it's not 100% proof yet. Maybe I need more proof, but it is proof. And he's still standing here. Why couldn't you change the background? Is it too hard? People Park. Oh, okay. Nothing new here. So far, we've got no new pieces of evidence other than the slippers, and thus I need to figure out where I need to go. Maybe let's go see if Mr. Wright's back. No, he's not back. Okay. Maybe let's try to go back to the clinic and see if we could talk to Walkie Kataki now. Maybe we could talk to Walkie now.